Tonight, SmackDown's going to bring down the house in Salt Lake City, Utah. I'm Michael Cole here with Taz at ringside.
You got that right, Cole. I'll tell you what, man, I am so pumped up and amped up. I can't wait.
Neither can I, Taz, and I'm sure these Salt Lake fans can't either. So let's get this show on the road. That reversal might stop his opponent's momentum dead. What a counter that was. There's ever been a more dominant superstar in WWE than the legendary dead man, The Undertaker.
Yeah, but you can only stay on top of the mountain for so long, and the dead man's been there for a very, very long time.
That might be true, Taz, but I don't see anyone on the horizon who could dethrone the Phenom. Vito is absolutely ruthless, and I, for one, hope that he meets his match here tonight.
Let me tell you something right now. I grew up on the streets, and I know a lot of paisans like Vito. And these aren't the type of guys you want to talk smack about, if you get my drift.
Well, I get your drift all right, Taz. But I think Vito's got bigger things to worry about tonight than me. Each of these competitors is looking for the slightest hint of weakness in the other.
That's the law of the jungle, Cole. An injured superstar's like a wounded animal. It's survival of the fittest.
And that also means that if you're not at 100%, you've got to be able to hide it from your opponent.
You got that right, Cole. This business is a psychological...
The adrenaline is pumping. The crowd is coming alive. This is what they came to see.
Hey, Cole, you know what? Try to restrain yourself a little bit, okay? You're supposed to be calling this bad boy right down the middle.
And the crowd has come alive tonight with a chant directed at the superstars in the ring.
Yeah, and you can't let that break your focus. But that's easier said than done.
I think that if one of these superstars successfully executes their finishing move, this one is over.
That ain't necessarily the case, Cole. Just because it's called a finisher doesn't mean it always ends the match.
You sound like you're speaking from experience here, Taz. And here we go in the submission hold. This could be a pivotal moment in this match.
It sure could. There's a lot of pressure being applied in that hold, Cole. He ain't taking any chances with this submission, Cole. Look at how tight he's got it locked in.
I see that, Taz. I wouldn't be surprised if he got his opponent to tap out right here.
Man, you talk about superstars who ain't got an ounce of quit in them, huh? You're looking at them right here.
And that's a potentially dangerous mindset to be in. If you're too proud to realize that you're in trouble, you might wind up risking your career for a single match.
Look, Cole, this ain't ballet. You gotta go in there every single match and be willing to do whatever it takes. You'd know that if you actually stepped in between the ropes.
I don't have to have been in a match to realize that jeopardizing my future for the sake of one match is incredibly short-sighted.
Cole, I swear, I'm gonna replace you with someone who actually knows what they're talking about. Maybe Carlito. He might be a little tough to understand sometimes, but at least he knows what it's like to wrestle a match. This is one heck of a match so far.
It sure is, Taz. What do you think the highlight has been so far?
Well, that'll probably come a little bit later on in the match. When you decide to shut me yap for a few seconds, and I can enjoy it in peace.
Well, excuse me for doing my job, partner. Sorry to have disturbed you.
Oh, man, these fans are fired up now.
They sure are, and you know that's going to have an effect on this match. This is going to require more strength than that.
You gotta be dreaming if you think you're gonna pull that off. This has been a great match so far, and I think it's pretty obvious which way it's going.
Oh, really? Are you willing to go out on a limb and actually make a guess then?
There's no guesswork involved, Cole. But if you're gonna be snippy, I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut.
Wow, if I knew it was that easy, I would have said that years ago.
You know, there's no doubt that The Undertaker is one of the most impressive superstars ever to set foot in the WWE ring. But you know what, Cole? You're only as good as your last match.
How can you say that, Tab? Submission hold locked in. We may see a tap out right here.
And even if you can't make your opponent tap out, this will take a lot of fight out of him. Whoa! I think these fans have got a little something they want to share with us.
That's their right, Taz. They paid for their tickets after all. Taz, this Vito is a genuine monster, and he's as ruthless as he is ugly.
Jeez, God. Wow, look at that submission. I ain't never seen it executed better.
Neither have I, partner, and this might be enough to get a tap out right here.
The thing you got to remember about The Undertaker is that 50% of his style, his offense, is about getting inside the head of his opponent. If you can keep your cool and keep your head together in the ring with him, you're halfway home.
But you're not taking into account the power and experience of the dead man, Taz. Surely you can't forget about that.
Well, you see, that's the other 50%, Cole. Whether you like this superstar or not, you got to have a little sympathy right now.
I have to agree with you, partner. I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy. It sounds like this capacity crowd has something on their minds, Taz.
Yeah, and thousands of paying customers can't be wrong.
We've seen this before. He'll do whatever it takes to win and take every advantage he can.
Hey, no, that's not going to make you popular, but you got to do whatever it takes to win. I got to tell you, Cole, I thought I had this thing figured out, but now I got no idea how this is going to end up.
Neither do I, Taz, and I think it's that unpredictability that makes it so exciting.
No doubt, Cole. I've seen superstars get a huge advantage over their opponents and still lose the match because they got... Man, this crowd is really swelling this guy's head.
There's no doubt that these fans love him, Taz, and he's feeding off that energy right now. Wow, listen to that chant, Taz.
I'll tell you what, if you got the crowd on your side or against you, it makes a huge difference, believe me. He's going for the submission.
And he might get it. He's got that hold locked in. What a deadly submission hold this is. We might see a tap out right here.
It won't surprise me one bit. The longer you stay in this, the more risk you have for serious injury.
Nice reversal. It looks like he's decided to finish off his opponent.
And what a way to do it. A tombstone pile driver.
There's the pin. Can his opponent kick out?
On the mat, shoulders down. This could be it.
The referee's hand was coming down for a 3 count. I think we're hearing the First Amendment in action here tonight, Taz.
It's a great thing to hear, Cole. I'm all in favor of freedom of expression, whether I agree with what they're saying or not. When you see this level of competition, Cole,
This superstar is all fired up, and so is this capacity crowd.
yeah, well, tell you what, one mistake and we'll see that fire go out pronto. Uh-oh, you know what's coming next, Cole.
Tombstone pile driver. How many superstars have fallen victim to that over the years?
He's going for the pin, Cole. These superstars.
And here's the cover.
That was like 2.5, Cole.
This capacity crowd is making their opinions known tonight.
No surprise there, Cole. The WWE fans ain't exactly known for keeping their opinions to themselves.
He's using the ring rope itself as a weapon.
Now that's what you call being resourceful. You gotta do whatever it takes to wear down your opponent in a match like this. You just don't see action like this every day, Cole.
You sure don't, Taz. And we've got the best seats in the house.
No doubt, front and center. You couldn't be any closer to this match without being in it.
Whoa, that's your territory, partner, not mine. I'm perfectly happy staying right where I am.
I've been looking forward to this match all night long, Cole.
So have I. It's certainly been one of the most anticipated matchups in recent weeks.
And usually when you have that kind of hype, it's really tough to live up to the expectations. But these superstars ain't having any trouble doing that.
They sure aren't. And that's an impressive thing in and of itself. Come on, ref. That should have been a disqualification right there.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda, Cole, but it's not. It's not a disqualification. I love hearing the crowd come alive, even when I don't exactly agree with what they're saying.
Me too. And I do agree with what they're saying, Taz.
He slipped out of that one.
I hope this referee is paying very close attention here tonight because Vito will do whatever it takes to win this match.
Yeah, you say that like it's a bad thing.
What's he up to now?
Oh, check it out. Big double underhook DDT. Total silence. You need that, Cole, because you got a big mouth and a lick.
Wow, they don't get much closer than that.
Well, it looks like they're slowing the pace down a little bit here. That might not be such a good move in my opinion.
Oh, come on. You just can't keep going non-stop. That's a good way to wear yourself out and make a critical mistake.
No, but you can't give the opponent any time to recover neither. You gotta stay on him and wear him down.
But what about picking your spot? If you try to execute a badly timed move just because you want to stay on offense, that can have a disastrous result.
I'll tell you what, Cole. Let me talk about what it's like to be in a match like this, and you can cover what it's like to whiten your teeth. Deal? Man, I'll tell you what, man. This one just turned into a fight, pure and simple.
We knew it was going to be intense. We knew it was going to be physical. But I don't think anyone was prepared for this.
I gotta admit, it kind of took me by surprise, Cole. That don't happen too often.
That's an understatement. You've been in hundreds of matches in your career. We both called hundreds more. I knew it was only a matter of time before we saw that. I don't like it, but as long as it wins matches, it's going to keep happening.
That's the bottom line, Cole. If you're not doing everything you can to win, then you're in the wrong game. Man, I can't tell you how impressed I am. Here's the pin. Man, even if you end up winning a match like this, you're going to be feeling for the next week.
Yes, but that's the case if you lose as well. And having to deal with emotional as well as physical pain is that much worse.
Emotional? What the hell are you talking about?
Well, I've been in the locker room after a match and seen the superstars who don't get their hands raised. You can literally feel the disappointment radiating off them. It's not a pretty sight.
Man, you just can't put anything over on these fans.
You sure can. They see everything, and they'll let you know it.
This could be 3 right here.
1, 2, 3.
Here's your winner, The Undertaker.